Welcome back, on my Giants supporters. We back up in the building. And today we got some news on our boy, Kayvon Thibodeaux. They saying that New York Giants are listening to trade offers for Kayvon Thibodeaux. That's unfortunate. Because we got Abdul Carter, we got Brian Burns, we got Goldstone there too. Could we get Kayvon there as well? And could we have these four available on a weekly basis next year, possibly? Before we start making crazy moves like this? Because I don't know if I want to let go of Kayvon Thibodeaux. I mean, he hasn't been the greatest of all times, especially where he was picked. But at the same time, he had many flashes, many flashes. And I know the last couple of years, the injuries haven't been the best, but I wouldn't quite say we should let go of Kayvon Thibodeaux. Me personally, I wouldn't. But let's see what this article is talking about. They say New York Giants listening to trade offers for Kayvon Thibodeaux. Kayvon Thibodeaux's future with the New York Giants grew more uncertain on Thursday. The Giants hold a fifth-year option on Thibodeaux, which would pay him $14.75 million for the 2026 season. They can exercise this option or explore trading the 25-year-old pass rusher. In 2025, Thibodeaux recorded 2.5 sacks across 10 games, limited by a shoulder injury that ended his year early. Despite this down year, he remains a foundational piece for the Giants' pass rush as a 4-year veteran and former number 5 overall pick. You know, like one thing I always remember about Kayvon Thibodeaux is when we played in, I think it was 2022. We played against the Washington Commanders, and they were backed up on their own 3-yard or 4-yard line, right? Backed up. And my mans went after the quarterback, stripped him. Well, first of all, he went, tackled him, stripped him, did a flip, picked up the ball, and scored. I mean, that was phenomenal. I'll never forget that. Never, ever forget that. That was just, it was a great moment. It was a great moment. My goodness, I was so fired up. That was a big moment. That was a very big moment. And yeah, he did his thing. He had a lot of different great moments, but that one was one of my favorite moments of his, for certain. Anyways, let's continue. However, the team is positioned to test the trade market this offseason. SNY's Connor Hughes reports that Thibodeaux is considered attainable for the right price, with other teams believing a deal is likely. Kayvon Thibodeaux, per sources, is a player that the Giants are listening to offers, and the belief from teams here at the Combine is that he will eventually get dealt. Ooh. I do not get the same sentiment on Dexter Lawrence. This staff loves him and wants him. Okay. All right. If the Giants move from Thibodeaux, their front office could address needs elsewhere via trade or free agency. The team will still have strong options to lead the outside linebacker edge group in 2026, including Brian Burns and rookie Abdul Carter. Okay. Okay, guys, basically, they're going off Connor's post on X about Kayvon and how he eventually possibly could get dealt. I don't think he should get dealt. You guys let me know in the comment section. I think Kayvon should stay with us. Okay, we got Abdul Carter, having Kayvon there, having Brian Burns there, and I'm telling you, Goldstone that we got from the Cowboys. My man's, I'm telling you, he's going to put in work. He's just, last year, Kayvon was hurt. He was dealing with injuries. Abdul Carter was going through his rookie struggles, but then picked up towards the end. Brian Burns was phenomenal, obviously. Brian Burns was just, whoo, he was burning through the front lines of the entire league. He was a monster. Even Dexter Lawrence wasn't really that great, right? So we haven't seen these guys at their best and with no injuries. So until we do that, I don't think we should trade Kayvon. Let's just see what he looks like first. Because we was applying pressure. Before everything went downhill, and I know it went downhill real quickly in the beginning of the season, but before it went down completely, we was pressuring the quarterback a lot, and we was leading in sacks as well. So, neck to neck with the Broncos, and then the Broncos just took off after that, and we just went the other way since then, or since their game, basically, right? 33-32, that was ugly. But what I'm saying is we haven't seen these guys and their capabilities yet. So I say we keep Kayvon. That we shouldn't deal him at all. I think we should exercise the 5th-year option with him. Give him his 14 point whatever million and just keep him on just for one more year just to see what this looks like, especially with John Harbaugh, right? Especially with Neighbors coming back, right? On the offensive side, I understand he's not on defense. But when the offense is moving the ball and is scoring, the defense just has to keep up. They just have to be, if our defense played like the year before and our offense played the way it played last year, I think our results would have been completely different. The issue was that our defense would just let them score at the most crucial times. And it wasn't like they weren't able to stop them. They were stopping them. It's just on the 3rd down or 4th down, they would lose. Like, I'm talking about not even a chunk play. I'm talking about like 99 yards, 60 yards, 70 yards. Like, it's just crazy plays that made no sense. Like, here, let me give you an example, right? They start off 1st and 10. Boom, we bring him down. We bring him to 2nd and 15. From 2nd and 15, the quarterback is looking for somebody, doesn't get anywhere. Boom, we bring him down. Now, they 3rd and 28. You would think at this point you just containing 4th down, you out of here, right? You're going to punt. But no. We let like a 40-yard play go just to get a 1st down. Or 29-yard run just to get a 1st down. And it was weird the way that was working. It's like our defense was built to stop, but when it really, really mattered, to just let it all leak out. It was crazy. Our offense was doing their thing. They were scoring. They were moving. The touchdown after touchdown. It wasn't even just field goals. It was touchdowns that were scoring. And we was looking good. Jackson Dart there. And we didn't even have Neighbors. And then we lost our rookie rock, Scatterboo, and that hurt. That hurt a lot. I knew things was not going to go well after that. And he was with the She-Eagles, of course, after we stomped him out a couple of weeks prior to that. But, yeah, man, I think we should keep Kayvon Thibodeaux because I think he's going to help out a lot getting after the quarterback. Especially with the pieces that's around him. That's why I'm saying I think Abdul Carter is going to be so much better because towards the end of the year, he really stepped up his game, right? His pressures were coming in the beginning, but like no sacks. But towards the end, he really took off. And you could tell, too. But Kayvon wasn't there for that. And you already know Brian Burns is going to do Brian Burns. So the Spider is going to be the Spider. Dexter Lawrence, hopefully he'll step up his game this year. Last year, he dealt with the injury that he came back from the year before, so you could understand it. That's a big man right there, you know what I mean? So, like, when he gets hurt, he needs a little more time to recover because, it takes a lot to break, but also it takes a lot to recover from a break with him, right? So, he's a durable guy, but he's a big guy, so, you know what I mean? It's a little bit different with him. He's just different, all right? Different. The big man is different. But Goldstone, he was hurt a lot too. So we'll get him back. And now with Kayvon, what? You might have a dream team getting after the quarterback, getting after the running backs. And that's one thing Kayvon is good at too. He gets after the running backs. When he left, the running backs were kind of carving us. And when he was around, it just didn't feel like they were carving us like that. Maybe certain games, but not like, I think the majority of the games he was holding it down when it came to a running back. So I say we should keep Kayvon Thibodeaux. You guys let me know how you feel in the comments section. Don't you dare forget to like, subscribe, and share, and tell everybody about Culture of Excellence. And until next time, guys, go Giants, baby. Go Giants. Be safe out there.